The 2025 Yamaha MT-07 is finally here, and it's clear that Yamaha isn't just riding the wave of the Mount series popularity, they're redefining what a middleweight naked bike can be. Ever since its debut, the MT-07 has been a go-to for riders looking for a raw, thrilling, and affordable motorcycle that doesn't compromise on performance. Now in 2025, Yamaha brings several key updates that push the MT-07 forward while keeping the core elements that made it so beloved. At the heart of the 2025 MT-07 is the same 689cc liquid-cooled, parallel-twin CP2 engine. It's not just a carryover, it's a proven power plant, known for its character, torque delivery, and smooth, linear performance. Yamaha has fine-tuned it slightly to improve fuel efficiency and meet the latest emission standards, without sacrificing that punchy low-to-mid-range power that makes the bike so lively on city streets and twisty back roads. With around 75 horsepower and 49 pounds-to-feet of torque, it remains incredibly capable for both commuting and weekend rides. One of the biggest talking points this year is the inclusion of a full-color TFT display as standard. For years, the MT-07 had an LCD unit that got the job done but didn't match the premium feel riders wanted. Yamaha finally listened. The new 5-inch TFT screen brings a modern, customizable interface with two display modes: street and touring, giving riders more flexibility depending on how and where they're riding. Bluetooth connectivity also makes its way to the MT-07 for 2025. Pair your phone, access notifications, monitor calls, and even connect to Yamaha's My Ride app for ride tracking and data logging. Beyond electronics, Yamaha has made subtle yet smart tweaks to the ergonomics and chassis. The handlebar is now slightly wider and positioned in a way that encourages a more upright and relaxed strutting posture. It's not a radical change, but it adds up to better comfort, especially on longer rides. The bike feels more planted and stable at higher speeds thanks to refinements in suspension tuning. And while it still uses the non-adjustable 41mm telescopic forks up front and a preload adjustable rear shock, the damping has been recalibrated for better balance and response. For brakes, Yamaha continues with dual 298mm front discs with 4-piston calipers and a 245mm rear disc. ABS comes standard, and although the setup isn't race spec, it delivers dependable stopping power with solid feedback, especially appreciated by newer riders and daily commuters. The MT-07 continues to strike that balance between ease of use and spirited performance that makes it suitable for all skill levels. Visually, the 2025 MT-07 embraces Yamaha's aggressive dark side of Japan styling language. The bodywork is sharper, more angular, and more aerodynamic, but it doesn't stray too far from the Mount signature naked bike aesthetic. You still get that exposed engine look, the muscular fuel tank, and minimalist tail section that give the bike its Street Fighter vibe. The LED lighting is more refined to a headlight, tail light, and turn signals are all full LED, with the front featuring Yamaha's signature bifunctional LED projector for improved visibility and road presence. A new color palette debuts for 2025. Offering bolder options like Phantom Black, Storm Cyan, and Icon Blue. These aren't just paint jobs, they're personality statements. Yamaha understands that MT-07 riders often want to stand out, and these colors do just that without being over the top. In terms of ride feel, the MT-07 is still one of the most engaging motorcycles in its class. It's lightweight, nimble, and incredibly easy to flick around, especially in tight corners or urban traffic. The engine's character makes it both playful and predictably you can ride it hard, but it never feels like it's trying to buck you off. The throttle response is crisp, and the gearing is perfectly matched to the engine's torque curve, giving you strong acceleration out of corners without needing to constantly downshift. Another nice touch for 2025 is the optional quickshifter, available as a dealer accessory. While not standard, it's a welcome addition for riders who want faster, smoother upshifts, especially on more spirited rides or occasional track days. Combined with the slipper clutch, which continues from previous years, it helps reduce rear-wheel hop during aggressive downshifting and adds a premium feel to the riding experience. When it comes to practicality, the MT-07 remains a solid choice. With a fuel tank capacity of 3.7 gallons and an average fuel economy of around 58 miles per gallon, you're looking at a real-world range of over 200 miles. That's excellent for a bike in this segment and makes it more versatile for daily riding, weekend trips, and even light touring with some soft luggage. One thing Yamaha deserves credit for is keeping the MT-07 accessible. Despite the tech and design updates, the price tag remains competitive. It's still one of the most affordable bikes in the middleweight naked category, which is especially impressive given the added TFT screen, Bluetooth, and styling upgrades. For new riders looking for their first big bike, or seasoned riders wanting a simple, fun machine, the MT-07 is a no-brainer. Yamaha's support ecosystem also adds value, with a wide range of OEM accessories, everything from comfort seats to frame sliders, windscreens, and top accessories. It's easy to personalize the MT-07 to fit your style and needs. Whether you're commuting through the city, carving canyons, or just enjoying a weekend cruise, the MT-07 can adapt to your lifestyle. Of course, no bike is perfect. Some riders might wish for adjustable suspension or a standard quickshifter at this point. And while the MT-07's minimalism is part of its charm, those coming from more premium bikes may find the lack of rider modes or traction control a bit of a downside. But in a way, that's also the point of the MT-07 is about raw, unfiltered riding. It's a reminder that you don't need a ton of electronics or a huge spec sheet to have a great time on two wheels. At the end of the day, the 2025 Yamaha MT-07 doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it polishes it to near perfection. It keeps the essence of what made the bike a legend in the first place and adds just enough modern touches to keep it relevant and exciting. It's still that punchy, agile, and affordable middleweight that delivers big on value and even bigger on miles per mile. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to downsize without losing the thrill, the MT-07 continues to be one of the smartest choices in Yamaha's lineup and the entire naked segment. So if you're in the market for middleweight naked that balances performance, personality, and practicality, the 2025 MT-07 should be at the top of your test ride list.